Now, on one final matter, the President's decision to retreat from Afghanistan is not clear-eyed or strategic. It's dangerous, wishful thinking. As discussions with the administration are making clear, this decision is not underpinned by a coherent plan to mitigate the geopolitical and humanitarian risk that our departure will create. When we're gone, after we leave, there's every reason to believe al-Qaeda will regroup in its historic safe haven. Giving up the high ground while the enemy is still on the battlefield isn't a strategic move. Neither is banking on conducting so-called over-the-horizon counterterrorism missions without presence on the ground. If we've learned anything in the fight against terrorists, it's the importance of reliable access and local partnerships. Give up the former, and we likely lose the latter. The military currently flies both reconnaissance and strike missions against terrorists from within Afghanistan. The country's not easy to get to. Its immediate neighbors are Iran, Pakistan, and Russian-influenced Central Asian nations. They aren't exactly likely to let us base significant counterterrorism units in their countries. So where will we be basing these forces? How will we maintain sorties from thousands of miles away? How many forces will be required to secure our embassy? If a pro-Taliban mob threatens to overrun it, what will we do to protect it? Where will a quick reaction force be based, if not in Afghanistan? Will it be quick if its response time goes from minutes to hours? We learned from Benghazi the so-called tyranny of distance. If the Taliban takes Kabul, will the Biden administration recognize it as the legitimate government of Afghanistan? Will we shutter our embassy and our aid programs? The reality is, they don't know. They can't say. There's no plan. It's not courageous to abandon our allies. That's a view many Democrats said they held when the last president considered withdrawing from Syria and Afghanistan. But now, as Afghans, especially women and girls, face even worse dangers, many Democrats have suddenly become much less vocal. The horrific reports of the Taliban beginning to reimpose their version of Sharia law are just a taste of the catastrophes facing our friends in Afghanistan who've borne the brunt of the fight. Human rights, women's rights, counterterrorism refugee flows. As far as I can tell, the administration has no plan. But the world is watching, allies and adversaries. Democrats can dress up this decision in flowery language, but the world will see it for what it is: retreating from the fight, abandoning our partners. This is the president's decision. He chose precipitous withdrawal from Afghanistan. Unbelievably, he even chose the anniversary of September the 11th as the deadline. As his team belatedly confront him with the risk and the consequences of this decision, I hope the president will think again and reconsider.